mark. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Noel passes to Embiid. He's guarded by Calderon. Back to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. No good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Calderon kicks to Freak. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Rodgers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
The 76ers lead it. Grant outside. Jacks up a 3. Embiid slams it back in.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Yeah, some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, and the guy's not wasting any time, just straight back up with it.
Over in the corner, Williams. It's good from long range.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Guarded by Rodgers. From deep. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. And the second quarter. Group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Porzingis. Anthony's checked in for Derek Williams. And Rodgers subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Smith is out there with Hollis Thompson. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Smith dishes to Noel. And stolen by Freak. Here's Ilyasova. Finished off the break. Ilyasova's got his first points of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Screen by Grant. Smith kicks to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Rodgers. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. And Thompson kicks to Smith. And too long on the shot. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Anthony, the pass to Roten. Freak with it, picked up by Thompson. Rodgers can't make the basket.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
New York leading by 8. Here's Ilyasova. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ilyasova's got his second basket.
I mean, no one really near him, but still, he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
Rodgers against Smith. To the inside, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. New York with the foul. The 76ers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Noel. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Jose Calderon. He's checked in. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Ladies and
Okay, that was some strong work in the first half. Let's talk about what we got to do to keep this crowd out of the game. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. I'll give you a compliment though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. Nobody gave us a chance tonight, but we're right where I thought we'd be. But still, we're a long way from done. So let's keep our effort at 100% all the way to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You look at what Covington has done so far. 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And the Knicks making a change here. Rogers is checked in. The Knicks leading by 10. On the court for the Knicks, Rogers. He's in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's a follow, and it's Anthony in at the 3. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Smith against Rogers. Okafor with the screen on Rogers. Smith drives in. Off with the layup.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Picked by Okafor. Thompson outside from past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rogers. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
For 3.
Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Up the floor. Landry dishes to Okafor. That is good. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And a wide open look for Freak. And the Knicks hit again from deep. Here's Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Covington in the corner. Releases. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks leading by 13. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Over to the wing. And here's Covington from the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Outside Anthony. Wants to get it to Afflalo and does. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
I tell you what, he clearly had it.
The 76ers trail by 18. Embiid is out there with Okafor. Then it's Noel. And it's Henry in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Hollis Thompson's checked in for the 76ers. The Knicks leading by 17. Porzingis passes to Anthony. Some nice passing by New York here. Lopez kicks to Freak. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Okafor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Noel in the corner. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Henry. Another miss by Philadelphia. New York's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And it's Noel with the rebound.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Pass to Henry. Lets it go with the 3. The shot misses. And New York the other way now. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Anthony in the corner. Here's Rodgers. The offensive rebound. Lopez dishes to Freak. That is good.
Let's go.
And the Knicks lead by 19.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Anthony with it.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Freak sets a screen for Anthony. Off the screen, Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Knocked away. Covered by Anthony. Passes to Okafor. Here's Thompson. And the layup falls. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Porzingis. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Rodgers subbed in for Roten.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New York.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Carmelo Anthony. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Anthony. Both good from the line that time. And so it's New York with it. Rodgers passes to Calderon. He kicks it to Freak. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Pass to Rodgers. And again, it's New York.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's Cook. Here's Noel. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just... And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the